Hi guys, the most burning question in the mind of every student that wants to switch their visa to the health and care visa after March 11, 2024 has been one thing. Will they still be able to switch their visa with their dependents in the UK? Like, everyone wants to know, because there's been conflicting information here and there as to what exactly is the true position of things. Will students, still be able to switch with their dependents after March 11, or their dependents would have to get a separate COS? Like, what exactly is going to happen? Hi guys, I'm here to give you the latest updates on this, and if you want to find out, stay till the end. Hi guys, my name is Yeti and welcome to another episode of Yettysplash. On this channel, I share information about relocating abroad, everything that has to do with settling abroad, having life abroad, just name it. This is the page you want to be, okay? And I give you valuable information, and I also provide source to the information that I'm giving you as well. So you want to do well to please stay tuned to this channel, like, share, subscribe, and keep following Yettysplash for more. So guys, on today's episode, we want to really determine, will students be able to switch their dependents to an healthcare visa, or would anybody willing to switch to an healthcare visa, would they still be able to switch with their dependents already in the UK, after March 11? So let's get into it, guys. Hi guys, so before I go into today's video, I just have to state that this is a disclaimer, guys. I'm not an immigration lawyer or solicitor or anything. This is just me sharing my personal opinion based on my own research. So feel free to do whatever you want with this video, but again, this is my personal opinion, okay? Good. We all know that the UK government, have plans to reduce net migration, and they have a 5-point agenda into achieving this. And the first one is this: stopping overseas carers from bringing in dependents. That's one of their first measure that they want to, do. And they also want to ensure that every care firm registering or sponsoring people now must be regulated by the CQC. That's the first on the agenda. The second one is increasing the salary threshold of skilled worker visa. So they want to change that from 26,200 to 38,700. The third is to reform the shortage occupation list. They're still working on that as well. The fourth is to raise the minimum income for family visa to 38,700. However, they're going to do this, stage by stage, like in batches. So they want to raise it now to 29,000 first. And the last one, of course, is for MAC. That is the Migration Advisory Committee, to review the post-study work visa and stop abuse of post-study work visa. So these are the 5-point agenda of the UK government into reducing net migration, right? So with regards to not allowing overseas carers from bringing in dependents, there have been a lot of arguments as to, are you saying those are already here cannot bring in dependent? Are you saying that they can't switch? What exactly is the thing? So what the UK government did was to release a fact sheet. And I don't know if you're following this page. The UK government released a fact sheet December 2023. And I made a post about it. I'll leave the comments in the description for you to watch. But however, this month of February, they also released another fact sheet. So this second fact sheet is what has now led, into confusion. So we're going to dissect both fact sheets. And I want you to also come along with me as we determine whether or not people that are already in the UK would be able to switch to a care visa with their dependent based on this current fact sheet. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to read out the first fact sheet for us, right? So for the first fact sheet, it says that carers and senior carers, these changes will be introduced as soon as possible in the new year. Don't forget, I told you it came out December. So as at December 2023, this is what the Home Office had to say. They said care workers and senior carers already in the route will be able to remain with their dependents, including extending, changing employer within these SOC codes and settlements. So that one is clear. It's for those that are already here, you're not affected. That one is clear, no confusion. The second explanation they did was that where a care worker or senior care worker is in the route before the immigration rule changes, but has not yet brought dependent, they will be allowed to bring dependent during their sponsorship on this visa. So they are saying that even if this rule take effect, as long as you have your visa, you will still be able to bring in dependent. If you have your visa before March 11, which is the day this particular rule is coming into effect. So that one as well, there is no confusion. It is clear. Now, this is where the confusion is, right? The third explanation they made. Individuals who are in the UK on any other route, including where routes permit dependents, will switch into the care visa as a care worker or senior care worker after this date will not be able to stay with or bring over dependent. That is as at December 2023. Okay, so we're now going to check this exact provision and then relate it to the provision that they explained again in February 2024 to understand what exactly they are saying. But based off on this, they are pretty much clear. They are saying that if you are in the UK on any other route, right, that is not an health and care visa route, on any other route at all, be it skilled worker, be it student visa, on any other one, including where the route permits dependent, so including where you are allowed, of course, you know, some student came in with dependent before they stopped that in January. So when you're in the UK on any other method of any other route, and then your route permits you to bring in dependents. So it says that individuals who are in the UK on any other route, including where route permit dependents, will switch into care visa as a care worker or senior carer after this date, meaning after March 11. If you switch, if you're a student in the UK with your dependent on another kind of visa and you switch, you will not be able to stay with, that's the key word, guys, you will not be able to stay with or bring over dependents, right? This was the explanation as of December 2023. So in February this month, they came up with another fact sheet, and that's what we're going to look at. We're going to look at the same provision. Pretty much everything in that fact sheet is the same, but there's a minor difference in this provision and that provision. So that will then clarify the situation as to whether you can stay with your dependent or you cannot stay with your dependent. So now the fact sheet, the title is Reducing Net Migration Fact Sheet February 2024, and this was released 1st of February 2024, guys, meaning it was released after the December 2023 one. So this was released February 2024 and not December 2023. Now let's go into it. Let's just go straight to the care provision that I was reading from the old one, right? It says that what happens to care workers and providers who are already here until the point the new immigration rule comes into effect on 11 March. Care workers and senior care workers already in the route will be able to remain with their dependents, including extending, just like the first one. That one is correct, no problem. But let me just go straight to the other explanation. Now, this says that individuals who are in the UK on any other route, including where the route permits dependents, would switch into the care visa as a care worker or senior care worker after rule change would not be able to bring over dependent. Guys, can you see? So there are two different, two distinctions here. The first one says stay with and bring over dependent. The latest rule said I will not be able to bring over dependent, but remove the key word of stay with. So if that stay with is not there, are you saying that now they can stay with? Because before you're telling us you can't stay with your dependent and you can't bring over, but now you're telling us you can't bring over new one, but you left out the rule of not staying with their dependents, if you get what I mean. So I think what they're trying to tell us is that if you're in the UK, you might be able to remain with your dependents. You might be able to remain with them if you switch to an health and care visa later after March. But you will still not be able to bring in new ones. So if you're already here and you have your dependents already here with you, you might be able to stay with them. But if maybe you have kids, for example, you're here with your husband and your kids are still back home. But if you have kids back home, you cannot then bring them after March 14. You can only switch with the dependents that you have existing in the UK. I need to say this, guys, I'm not an immigration advisor, okay? I'm just trying to provide context to what I have read. Based off what I just read, I think that it will be safe to say that dependents can now remain. Applicants can now remain with their dependents if they're switching to health and care visa after March 11. But they will not be able to bring in new dependents on their visa. So I'm saying this because a lot of people are particularly confused and to get sponsorship, and then their sponsorship might come after March 11 and they're worried as to whether would they still be able to remain with their dependents. So if you're going by this new fact sheet, guys, you can also go and read it. I'll put the link in the comment section. Please read it up and let me know what you think. But my own personal opinion, which is not an advice to anyone watching this video, is that you might be able to remain with your dependents in the United Kingdom. If you're on any other visa and you're switching to an health and care visa, please ask questions in the comments for clarity purposes. There's something I've said that you do not understand, please come to the comment section to ask questions. I hope this clarifies it, and I hope this means that truly anybody in the UK on any other route switching to health and care visa can then now stay with their dependent, but they will not be able to bring independence after March 11. So you can stay with your dependent. If you're a family of 5, you can still stay if you're switching after March 11, but you cannot bring in more family members. I hope this helps, and I hope this clarifies this. I'm going to leave the link of these two fact sheets, the one of December 2023 that I already shared on this page, as well as the one of February 2024 that I also read out now. So let me know in the comment section. If you find this video helpful, please do also subscribe and turn on your post notification, guys, because immigration rules changes in the UK. It's like the weather. So that if I say something in April, in December, if you turn on your post notification, if it changes, I'll do another video to update it, because this is like an update. I remember saying in one of my videos that you cannot stay, and that is because that was the position in December. So now that they said that they might be able to stay, but they can't bring over, this is the position in February now. So it's important that you subscribe and turn on your post notification. Don't just watch my videos without not subscribing, because if I have an updated information, you're going to miss out, and you could have acted on the old one. And that's why I'm here, to always keep you updated. Okay, my lovelies, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, do share this video, and stay blessed. Bye, guys.